Who is out there?
Crazy.
Diana is a solo adventurer who has built her life around freedom on the road, enjoying nature and letting each journey lead her wherever it may. But one particular trip became the most dangerous night of her travels, one she would never forget. Her plan was to visit Shoshone Falls in Idaho. She parked up, took in the beauty of the rushing waterfall, and hiked along the trails, enjoying the serenity.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I am currently at the Shoshone Falls in Idaho. Yeah, they say this is the Niagara of the West. Wow, it's beautiful here. This is first class visit, baby. Look at this.
Later, she headed into town for food before returning to find a spot for the night. The place was empty, quiet, and peaceful, the kind of stillness she usually loved. Hours passed as she listened to the soft roar of the waterfall in the distance.
I bought some stuff to cook, but it's not possible. So it is out of the question. So I have to went back into town and pick up some salad and some chicken. So that's what I'm gonna just have for dinner tonight. And I'm gonna spend the night here tonight. It's quiet and beautiful. By the way, I spent hours here just, listening to the silence. Everything is so silent and just feels so out of reach. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very quiet, very quiet.
When night settled in, she curled up to sleep inside her car. But at 3 a.m., everything changed. She was jolted awake by the sound of footsteps crunching the ground outside. Her heart raced as she realized the steps were circling her car.
It's so quiet here. So I think I'm going to get a peaceful night. I should get a peaceful night's sleep tonight. Yeah. And yeah. So I am going to say good night. And I will see you in the morning. Guys, someone is outside. I swear. Who is out there? Get away from my car, please. I'm leaving. Get away from my car right now. I'm gonna leave. Damn it. I'm leaving.
She shouted out, trying to scare off whoever, or whatever, was there. But the noise continued. Fear took over. Alone in the middle of nowhere, she wasn't about to take chances. She started the engine and drove off into the night, heading for the nearest Walmart, where she knew she'd feel safe. When morning came, she stepped outside to check her car, only to realize part of it had been stolen.
Good morning, guys. All right, I ended up last night at Walmart parking lot. I didn't plan on it, but it feels safe. I never knew that seeing shopping carts would make me so happy last night after pulling in. I couldn't shake it last night, and I wasn't able to fall back asleep. I heard the noise in front of my car, like that's where the noise was coming from. And like, like a pulling sound, or, a scraping sound, like that kind of sound. So when I yelled and says, "Who is that? Who is out there?" I believe I was what I said. I forgot because I was in panic. I heard footsteps or movement. I heard movement, like move away from my car and took off. So I jumped in the driver's seat and start my car, and I was out of there. When I said I was out of there fast, I was out of there. I didn't even turn around to see what was it. I don't know if it's a person. I don't know if it's animal, but they were at the front of my car. Ah, damn it. My Cadillac amulet is missing. Can you believe that? Someone took my amulet. They stole my amulet last night while I was sleeping. Oh my jeez, oh my God.
An animal couldn't have done that. Whoever was outside her vehicle had gotten close enough to take something. Whether it was a thief or something worse, the thought of being watched while she slept left her shaken. For Diana, the peace of the waterfall was gone, replaced by the memory of the footsteps that surrounded her in the dark. On July 8th, 2012, a couple was driving their truck near Clipper Mills, towing a boat, when their vehicle broke down. With no phone service and no way to leave, they were forced to spend the night parked on the roadside. What they experienced that night still haunts them.
It's over here, too. It's coming from back there, too, behind us. See, that's a dog. You hear that? What is that?
As they sat uneasily inside the truck, the night had been quiet. But at around 10 p.m., it began. Loud, guttural roars echoing from the forest around them. Their dogs, usually alert and vocal, stayed completely still. Not a single bark escaped them. It was as if they knew something enormous was out there, and silence was the only way to survive. The man turned on his night vision camera. In the eerie glow, you can see the dog's ears perked, his gaze locked outside the window.
Joe, what are you hearing? What are you hearing, Fizzy? Nothing. Juno, what did you hear? What was that? It's crazy.
Not a bear.
That's no dog.
It's a bear.
I think he's a bear. I don't think so. They don't call that much.
closer.
It's two of them.
The roars grew louder, closer, stretching on without pause. For more than 14 minutes, the noise continued, inhuman, deafening, rolling through the trees. The forest itself seemed to freeze. Even the usual night sounds, the insects, the birds, were gone. Everything was silent, except for that unearthly roar.
Peanut, what is that? He's hearing a little.
Jesse, you want to go to the cab with me?
Getting scared, Mama?
A little nervous. Yeah.
Bears don't do that.
Viewers who've watched the footage describe it as one of the most disturbing clips they've ever seen. Whatever was out there that night was massive, and its presence was undeniable. Teo has been traveling since 2022 with his cat, Lars, embracing the van life dream. The road has given them freedom and adventure, but also its darker side. On one trip, Teo headed out for a weekend of camping and hiking. The morning was perfect. Sunlight cutting through tall trees. A calm hike with nothing but the sounds of birds above.
What's up, guys? My name's Teo, and I travel full-time in my self-converted 2001 Ford E250 with my cat Lars. Right now I'm in Colorado, Leadville to be specific, and I am on a hike with a few friends with this beautiful freaking view. I mean, you can't really beat that. But yeah, we got a lot planned while I'm here. I was in California for a minute, and I just decided to drive down here. We have a lot of fun planned, so can't wait to show you guys some of the stuff that goes on. But yeah, let's get back to this hike.
Afterward, he returned to his van, meeting up with friends for a few easy days of food, laughter, and exploring. But one night of their trip changed everything. They parked at a campsite, an open stretch of land surrounded by forest.
You and Bunny, good job. So I think tonight we're gonna do a fire, and yeah, I think that's all we got planned for right now. How you feeling, Collie?
Good.
Good?
Definitely longhorn sheep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
beautiful. It's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a fire right there.
There you are, friend. Majestic.
With your aunties.
There you go.
It's a beautiful day, man.
I know. Look at the cotton candy sky. It's gorgeous. Oh my god.
Don't say cotton candy.
Can you take a picture of me and Taylor?
The weather had shifted. Dark clouds rolled in, the sky heavy with rain. Still, they settled in for the night, each retreating to their vans. At first, only faint noises in the distance broke the quiet, but they didn't think much of it. The next morning, they checked their trail camera. What they saw turned their stomachs.
It is again. I caught the tail end of it. They're gonna walk past again. Yep, they just kept walking.
Look at those shoes. Those what?
Yeah, those are black shoes.
Those are sandals.
For sandals?
Yeah, and those are gray sweatpants. What are they doing?
What are they doing?
Are they kicking my tire?
They're doing something.
Dude, and I thought I heard something messing around outside.
I did too.
See, I don't like that because I heard stuff last night too, but I was like, I'm not gonna let myself get scared.
We're not staying here tonight, guys.
Of course not. Absolutely not. That's
6. They all of a sudden, there they are. They go across rapidly in slides. And those pants are oversized.
Yeah.
So at first I thought, okay, maybe that's Riley right there. Because those aren't cuffed at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay? Right? But then they go past again. Okay? That's at 9:41. Riley was already in. And then they come over and start kicking at my van.
That definitely wasn't me.
No, you're not over here playing.
That's not you. That's not any of us.
No. Wait, was that another set of legs? See, this has a cuff on the bottom. The other one didn't have a cuff.
Yo, it
That's
was multiple people.
That's 2 people.
I have cuffs on.
Yeah,
them.
this has cuff. The other one was loose. And like, these are not my pants. Because my pants have a design.
I don't have a single pair of
so
pants
you
that
would
have cuffs.
see the design in the pants because I've worn these in front of the camera before. So that's not me. Okay? And then that's at 9:42.
Morning, guys. So this morning we all woke up. We all got out of bed. We were starting to make breakfast, and then we were just kind of chatting, and we're talking about how we all were hearing things last night in this very like private area that we're parked at. We were all hearing stuff last night, and it just so happens that Bunny put out a trail cam under Riley's van pointing at her van last night, because yesterday we saw like a group of bighorn sheep, so we were thinking maybe we'll see more critters, squirrels, stuff like that. But as we were talking about us hearing stuff last night, she went to go check the trail cam. There were literally 2 people we saw walking through our camp, like, and they stayed in our camp like while we were all in our vans. We didn't see them. We all heard stuff, but we didn't see anything, and that is just really creepy because we are here like literally. Why would someone be in our camp? 2 people at that. We don't know who it was, but yeah, we decided that we're not gonna stay here again. I've seen enough horror movies to know how that turns out, so.
In the dead of night, 2 figures had been wandering through their campsite. One even appeared to kick the side of a van. They weren't campers. They weren't passing through. They had come in the night, moving quietly between the vehicles. The group quickly packed their things, eating breakfast in silence, and decided to leave immediately. The thought of strangers circling them in the dark, people whose intentions didn't seem good, was enough to cut their trip short. Ragnatrips is a YouTuber who thrives on challenges, pushing himself into the wild to test his limits. But in July 2025, one of those challenges nearly cost him his life. His goal was simple: camp alone overnight on a small island. To reach it, he swam across from the mainland, through salt water filled with hazards, and finally dragged himself onto the rocky shore.
They call it paradise, but I don't know what I want to call it. You gotta watch your step. That's definitely going to keep people off this island. This is the beautiful, calm side of the island, but we don't do beautiful and calm in these storm videos. We look for the most exposed locations we can find. On the other side of this island, it's a bit of a different story. Heavy downpours, but in this part of the world, you never know what's going to happen. I don't want to ruin his web. Let's see what else is here. Looked up and I saw this. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm not gonna explore anymore there. Those are pretty ominous looking clouds. I think it's showtime, guys. We've got to start setting up now.
From the start, something about the place felt wrong. A storm was building on the horizon, but he pushed forward. Hiking through palm trees and thick vines, he found a small clearing to set up camp. Spiders, large and menacing, crawled nearby, another reminder of how exposed he was. By the time he pitched his tarp, the storm was already breaking. Winds howled, rain poured in sheets, and thunder cracked overhead. Lightning lit up the night sky as his fragile camp buckled under the force of the storm.
Got to scramble all the stuff under the top so that when that comes and smashes in, at least all the stuff's here. Oh, like, you got like. Okay, relax, relax. It's close, it's close. Oh my god. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna have to bank that. This one's intense. Hold up, please. I don't want to have to spend the night. Where's the bivy bag? I'm gonna have the bivy bag ready in case all hell breaks loose. That's scary, bro. Where the hell is the bivy bag? Right now we just need this top to hold up, that wind to stay down, and hopefully it's going to handle this.
At times, it felt as though the entire island itself was shaking. Exhausted and terrified, he lay there wondering if he would survive the night. Hours dragged by until finally he drifted into a restless sleep as the storm raged on.
Hold up, buddy, hold up. It's actually good to check like if this thing leaks at all. That should have loose that side. Our coffee in a can.
By morning, the winds had eased, but his ordeal wasn't over. He still had to swim back across the ocean. Sea urchins crowded the shallows, forcing him to watch every step as he fought his way back.
Yeah, now that I'm going to the real world, it's like, oh yeah, you know, where's my keys? I need money, food. Whereas when you got all that storm action and lightning, it's like, through. That's like the last thing on your mind. Absolutely surrounded here. It can be quite draining because you've just been on like full alert. Hardly any sleep, constant rain, lightning. Everything's out to get you.
He made it to shore alive, but just barely. With the storm and the sea against him, one wrong move could have ended everything. Western Nowhere is a YouTuber known for venturing into remote landscapes, piecing together forgotten history and uncovering traces of the past. In one of his earlier trips, he stumbled across an ancient camp high in the mountains of the southwestern United States. While exploring the caves, strange noises had followed him through the stone corridors. The experience left such a mark on him that he returned, this time with his dog, determined to spend 2 nights camping there and to explore more thoroughly.
All right, I'm back in the southwest, high in the pine trees, and I'm near that ancient hunting camp that I found in my last video. Since time was cut short, I'm gonna try and spend 2 days here, and I have 2 goals today. The number one is to just explore more and see if I could find any artifacts or any more habitation sites, but more importantly, I wanna try and find that cave that I've read so much about. So a big part of my last video was those strange sounds that I was hearing. I think all of them were made by the wind and the trees. And so my guess is today, since it's not windy, I'm not going to hear any of those sounds. It seems, based on the feedback I got, that a lot of people were certain it was Bigfoot. I'm just going to say that I don't believe in Bigfoot. And that's not to say that I'm not open to the idea. I know that there are scientists who still test specimens today, and they're hoping to find a new living species. But as of now, I don't know that there is any facts.
The camp sat high above the valleys, caves carved into the rock face where people had once lived centuries ago. He spent the day moving from cave to cave, running his flashlight across walls, searching for evidence of human habitation. Inside, he discovered proof that people had once called these caves home.
One other thing about exploring out here, there was roughly, I don't know, a dozen pots that have been pulled from hiding places or cracks throughout these lava flow rocks. So part of what I'm doing, it's almost like an Easter egg hunt. Ooh. It just rained out here, so it's kind of slick. But I was gonna say, here's an example of what I'm looking for. And this may not be it, but I may be getting overly excited. But I was about to show you what it could look like. And now I'm realizing this could be the cave. So there's 2 stones here. There's 1 and 2 placed above an entry. Huh. All right, I'm pretty sure that this is the entry to the cave that I've been looking for. And there's a few reasons. The first is there's the stones above a 1.5 foot wide opening. It's also facing west. And the third, which is something I didn't expect, but I don't know if you noticed, when we first looked in there, down to the right, there was some wood And not only was that wood worn down really smooth, as if hands crafted it was also burned. And there's significance to that because a lot of the structures out here show signs of being burned, and that is an ancient practice. I didn't read anything about these caves. I know there's caves throughout this area. For some reason this cave is creeping me out. I know that it's close to the cave with the skull. I'm gonna sleep out here and I'm gonna think about it. One, it's not safe because I'm by myself. Two, it's very tight. And three, my emergency GPS, well, it doesn't work underground.
In one, he even found what looked like human remains. But when he returned to the cave to look again, they were gone. That moment unsettled him. And by the time the sun began to fall, he decided to head back to his truck before night swallowed the mountain. The memory of that cave stuck with him, and as the sky darkened, strange sounds began echoing across the cliffs.
So standing next to Skull Cave, I feel the heaviness, almost like what was that sound? I'm sure my mic picked that up. What was that? Right in there. Now it's over here. It's coming from out here. Is it a bear? I was gonna camp here on the edge of... What is that? There's a camp here on the edge of...
The air grew still, and every distant call or rustle felt amplified in the quiet. He reminded himself that he didn't believe in Bigfoot. But then came a sound, low, guttural, and too loud to be an ordinary animal. Maybe it was an owl, or maybe not. He sat on the rocks, trying to capture the noise on camera. But on the walk back, his dog stiffened, ears up, eyes locked into the darkness, before darting towards something unseen.
He's definitely onto something. He's not just his normal self right now. He's stalking something, and this happens occasionally. Dang, that sounds now like 100 yards north of me. Out there. Alright, so whatever is making the noise, I wasn't rolling, but it is around me. It's north of me and it's south of me, so it's definitely more than one.
The sound came again, closer now, vibrating through the trees. Back at the truck, he tried to settle in for the night, cooking a quick meal, though the sound never left the background. Determined, he set up a microphone to a nearby tree, letting it record for 5 long hours. What it captured still haunts him.
I could still hear whatever it is out here, so what I'm gonna do is set up a mic, I don't know, 100 yards away from my truck, and see if I pick anything up. That's where I have my mic, and it's recording.
The noises were unsettling, strange, unnatural. He told himself it was an owl, but part of him knew something darker had been roaming those woods. It was September 16th, 2008, deep in the woods of Berea, Kentucky. 2 men had set out for a peaceful camping trip, but what they captured on camera that day was anything but peaceful. Sitting at their camp, they spotted something moving in the tall grass. They grabbed their camera, zooming in, and what they saw made their blood run cold.
Where the hell did that thing go? What is that thing? Do you see it?
No.
I hear the bushes moving. What the hell is that thing, man? Are you getting it on the camera?
Yeah.
Oh my freaking goodness.
Where'd it go?
It's behind those bushes, man. Look. It's not coming up here, is it?
No, I don't even think it recognizes, man. Calm down. Be quiet.
Is it doing eating? Oh, man.
Be quiet.
Dude, we gotta get out of here.
A towering, unnatural figure was moving through the grass, slowly making its way toward the tree line. Its movements weren't human. Its size alone seemed impossible. The men whispered nervously, their voices shaking with fear. At one point, the creature turned, facing them directly. For a brief moment, its features were visible, and they were nothing like a person's.
Hold on, man. I don't think it doesn't even notice we're here. What is that thing, man? Oh my God. Dude, I'm about to get out of here, man. Let's go.
That was enough. Terrified, the men ended the recording, packed up their things, and left camp immediately. The footage wasn't clear enough to prove what they saw. But for those who've watched it, the reaction of the men is what stands out. The fear in their voices was raw and undeniable. Whatever they filmed in those woods that day, it wasn't human. If you made it this far, comment the word camping down below. So, which of these encounters stuck with you the most? Have you ever been camping and felt that eerie sense you weren't alone? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling encounters. Until next time, stay alert, trust your instincts, and never ignore the sounds of the night.